Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your morning is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. If you enjoy any and all things makeup related, you're definitely going to want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you'll be notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and let's dive on into today's video. So, my dumpster fire family, last Thursday, I premiered a video where my coworker Russ picked my makeup. I gave him 2 options and he got to pick the ones he wanted to see me use. So in today's Throwback Thursday, we are doing the rejects, the ones that he did not pick. And we're going to see how well those work and if it was better than the first one or if the first one was better. So I have all the products laid out, ready to go. So if you guys are excited to see what products he didn't pick, how well those go together, and if it was better than the ones he picked, then definitely keep on watching. So first things first is going to be eye primer, and he did not pick the Jacqueline eye base. So this is a brand new eye base that came out from Jacqueline Cosmetics. I tested it this month, beginning of this month. Or was it last month? No, I think it was beginning of this month. And so I have been really testing this, using it, and I really enjoy it. So definitely disappointed he did not pick this one first because seriously, it's such a good eye primer. So for eyeshadow palettes, he did not pick the BH Fuck Off palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. Why did I think this was different? I thought it was I'm not gonna lie, I literally thought this was like the orangey red one. And it's not. It's more grunge. I literally forgot all about that. That's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive on into a look. I'm gonna do something very dark and smoky. So I'm gonna start off with the shade. Let's start off with the shade right here called K by. And we're just going to use that to set this eyeshadow base. Just stamp that on there to set it. So then next, the first shade I want to, that had a lot of kick up, is going to be this shade right here. This is called Bite Me. So I'm going to start with that. Get a little bit on my brush and just start that right here in the crease area. Whoa, pigmented. Probably did not need to go. I feel like I barely really even put my brush in, but that's just what you get sometimes. Does anybody have any exciting plans for the upcoming weekends? Are you guys having anything fun and exciting coming up? Let me know in the comments. I really don't have anything exciting coming up. I literally just had a vacation last weekend and I am now home, and my anniversary was a couple days ago. We've now been married for 9 whole years. 9 whole years. Been together 11 and married for 9. It's wild to me. I feel like I'm not old enough to be married or with somebody that long because I literally just turned 30. I got married quite young. Had kids quite young as well. But so far it's going okay. So now I'm going to deepen that up a little bit. I'm going to go into the shade right here called Beat It. Hopefully, maybe this will darken it up. I don't know if it will or not. Yeah, it kind of does. And then I'm also going to work on kind of putting that in the outer V as well. Alright, so then for the outer corner, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Middle Finger. I'm just going to take like a little bit at first and just start, like I just went and like dunked my brush in once and it's already like covering up like the whole area that I needed. It's crazy how pigmented these are. Such good quality. Okay, so here's now where the issue lies. We could do green, silver, or blue. Let's like swatch them and see. There's only 3 of them. Which is going to be best? No. I feel like that could be pretty. You know what? Let's just like be adventurous for once and try out the blue. Feel like I'm not always overly adventurous. So we're going to try that today. Not usually like a huge blue person. Like I'm just not a huge blue type person. I don't know how that looks. Does that look okay? Okay, so now we're going to move on to the priming of the face skin. So the one that he did not pick, which was a little bit disappointing because Bobbi Brown is literally like the best, is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Face base. Why did I keep wanting to say faced? And we're just going to work that in. It's like a moisturizer, but literally just goes so pure perfectly underneath makeup. It's wonderful. Doesn't pill, nothing. Just fabulous. So then for my pore filling primer, he did not choose the NYX Angel Veil. I cannot believe how close I am to like, you know, using this up. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer every time. Obviously I am, because duh, like as you use it, that obviously you're using it up. So it gets you closer, but I feel like I'm just like really getting to like the bottom of it. I don't know. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good drugstore option. I really like to warm it up in my hands and then just start to really just like focus it right here, tap it in, spread it out, work it back into my fingers, and just focus it everywhere else that I have major pores, which is generally right around this area. So then for foundation, he did not choose the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is, again, a really good foundation option. I don't know. I think that, like, really, honestly, well, there were some products I didn't really care for in this thing. But I will say, for the most part, I don't know. I think you can't go wrong either way. And just start stamping that out with a sponge. This is seriously such a very beautiful and pretty foundation. It sinks into the skin nicely. Really beautiful. Nice healthy glow. You know, decent amount of coverage. I would say like a light medium. Definitely not full coverage, but I also don't like full coverage, so for me this is great. I adjusted my camera. It was like looking, it was like kept turning, it felt like, throughout the video. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. So for concealer, he did not choose the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer Waterproof. So this is what we're going to be using. Oops. I don't necessarily know that I find this like super full coverage, truthfully. Not as full coverage as it like claims on here, but anyways. I think it does a nice job though. Not bad. So then for cream bronzer, he did not choose the Rare Beauty Power Boost Bronzer Stick. Does it say what shade mine is in? Or is Power Boost the shade name? So I'm going to sit there. Make sure it gets nice and dark. I feel like sometimes like it just isn't. It doesn't get dark enough for me. I don't know. But I will say this is just like so creamy and emollient. I love it. Like it seriously is just like so nice and creamy. It's fantastic. And it just blends out like a dream. Like an absolute dream. Like, do you see that? Like just the amount of ease. Just like blending it out. So then next for cream blush, he did not pick the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. Mine is in Fake the Flush, which is just like a very nice like light pink. Well, okay, maybe a little bit more than like a light pink. It's probably like a little bit more of like an intense pink, truthfully. So I like to take that on the back of my hand, stipple it on my sponge, start like focusing this. I'm going to start bringing it like across like the face. So I think it's really beautiful that way. And you see it just kind of gives like a little bit of like a flush to the skin. That's why it's called Fake the Flush. Like it's not like overly empowering. It's not overly powering. Just really nice and soft. Then next for setting powder, he did not pick out the Give Me Glow Baking and Loose Setting Powder. This right here is in the shade Sugar Cookie. It's a little bit too dark for me. I usually go for, I think it's like called like powdered sugar, but it's not terrible. I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge and press it underneath my eyes to set that. I really find it really beautiful when I set it with the sponge. I'll go over the rest of the cheeks or whatever to get the rest of the product, but then I am just going to take like a really big huge fluffy brush, just kind of, you know, spin it, swirl it around, and go into bronzer. Actually, we'll go ahead. Let's finish up the lower lash line. So I'm going to take that middle finger shade, which was that black shade, and just really focus that like up here towards the outer portion of the eye. Then I'm just going to take Bite Me and Beat It, which were those two shades we had kind of used in like the crease area, and I am just going to smoke that all around. This is definitely an eye look. So then I'm going to take the IDGAF, which is that silver, and I'm just going to put that in like the inner corner area. We are definitely grunge. Okay. So now I'm going to take the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Gel. This is in clear. He did not select this one, and I'm just going to run it through my brows, get my brow hairs prepped and primed, give it time to dry, and just lay it down, shape it out how I want. So now that while I'm waiting for my brows to dry, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo. This is in Light. I'm just going to mix the two shades together. I find I like that the best to give me the best color for my skin. And just start applying this, stamping this on. Definitely is just like a very light kind of bronzing duo. Not overly pigmented, not easy to go overboard with, just very subtle and nice. So next for blush, he did not choose the Give Me Glow Matte Powder Blush in Sweet Cheeks. So we are going to try this. This is my first hand in the Give Me Glow blush formula. I have, oh, that's pretty. Not try this. I ordered all of the blushes, so this will be a good first introduction and to try out at least one of the colors. And I feel like this color is going fairly well with like the eye look that we have going on. I will say though, it does have a little bit of like hiccup and fallout. Like it is just like really nice and like finely, you know, pressed and like milled. But look at just how like beautiful and just like easy that is. Let me look. Okay. So that blush looks just so beautiful. I don't know if you can really tell. Like it's really like on camera it doesn't look like as like intense as it like truthfully is like in person. It's so beautiful. So for highlighter, he did not choose the Glamlite Pina Colada highlighter. This was part of that like, I don't know, like the wine alcohol collection that they had. I have not actually tried this highlighter. I tried the Michaela like What's Poppin' highlighter and that was beautiful. I mean, this is really beautiful too. I mean, look at that. Wow. That's a lot. Let's go ahead and set the face. For the face, he did not choose the NYX Bear With Me. And we're just gonna go ahead and spray that nicely. So then for mascara, he did not choose the, I think this was L'Oreal. Yeah, L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. So we are definitely going to try that out. Okay. Does anybody else have a coworker that you feel like you're related to? Like, hear me out. Russ is one of, like, I've never had any brothers growing up. I've only had sisters. And also, like, I didn't have a lot of, like, male cousins either. It was definitely, like, a ton of girls. Like, on my dad's side, of all the cousins, I have one older cousin, much older, that's a boy. So, you know, it's not like we really hung out a lot because he is, like, 6-7 years older than I am. So like we didn't really hang out. And then on my mom's side I had like one cousin, but we didn't really see a lot of my mom's side of the family for a really long time, so I didn't really see them a lot. But yeah, I had 2 male cousins on that side, so like three male cousins. And we, you know, when you're not really seeing with them or hanging out with them a whole lot, you know. But Russ is one of my coworkers, and like we like, you know, politely bully each other in the workplace. So he's kind of like the brother that like I never had. Love it so much. Does anybody else have like a coworker that maybe like a sister that you never had, or a brother that you never had, or just like a coworker that you're just like such good friends with? I feel like everybody on my team though at work, like we're all really close. We all really support each other, so it's always really good. There's only 2 guys on my whole team. The rest of us are girls. But it's just, it's nice. Like our whole team is fantastic. We have a pet turtle at work as well. Russ saved this pet turtle on the middle of the road. And we got him like a large aquarium with like a water filter so he can get in the lake. And we feed him like worms and bugs and plantation and specially formulated turtle food from the pet store. Things like that. And we have a little lamp, like a little heat lamp for him in case he wants to go sunbathe. Stuff like that. I love that we have a little turtle. His name's Tyrone. That's what we named him. We named him Tyrone. I wanted to name him Franklin. You know? Franklin. Guys, remember Franklin the turtle? That's what I wanted to name him. This turtle's kind of like not the smartest. Sorry, Tyrone. But like he's not the brightest turtle in the box, in the show. So, you know, Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. So, you know, I don't think maybe the name Franklin would have worked out the best for him. Just, you know, because he's not the brightest turtle. But we do have a office pet turtle. I have a coworker that has a large aquarium at her desk that like has goldfish in it, getting quite big. She got them as babies and had them in a smaller like tank, and then they've grown, so she got them a bigger tank. And once they get big enough, I'm not sure what she's gonna do with them once they get big enough that they need to go in like an outdoor pond to like grow. I'm not like, you know, get bigger. I'm not sure if like, I don't know. Okay, so here are 3 coats with that mascara. I think it does like really good for my lashes. I think the issue is that this eye look is just so dark and grunge that like, you know, lashes probably would have completed it, but I didn't give lashes as an option. So, okay, all right. So now I'm gonna move on into my brows. So for my brow, he did not choose the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. Mine is in the shade Java. Oh, that's the spoolie end. Has a nice spoolie. And then we're just going to use this. That's a good color. I think that's a good match. What do you guys think? Good match, not? I think it is. When you got brows on, it's almost like the whole entire just like makeup look just starts coming together. And I hate doing brows. And that's just like the crazy part to me is like I hate doing brows so much. Brows are the worst thing ever for me. I hate brows. Absolute worst. I absolutely just like hate brows. And now like, but it's like for me, it just feels like brows just kind of put everything together. Brows and mascara. Let me know what you guys think about that. Okay. So the final 2 things are going to be a lip and a lip gloss. Let me just say, I did have him pick out, he did pick out not pick out. It was a Jaclyn, it was from the Christmas collection. This is about as close of a shade as I can find. I don't know what I did with that Jaclyn lip gloss. Like, to be completely honest with you, I have looked literally everywhere and I cannot find this Jaclyn liquid lip. I cannot find it anywhere. So it's somewhere, I know it's around here somewhere. Like it has to be, I just don't know where exactly it is, but I feel like this is a close enough color. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna go. But anyways, okay, so we're gonna just, this is in the shade You Guys. The gloss that he did not choose is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is in the shade Fussy. Alright, so here is the completed and final look using the makeup products that Russ did not pick. What do you guys think? I'm going to throw up a picture here of what my last look looked like. Which do you guys like better? Are you guys vibing with this a little bit more? Are you vibing with that a little bit more? Let me know all of that down below. I'm honestly not going to lie. I think I'm a little bit more impressed with this look. One of the reasons being he did choose like green eyeshadow, which I love. I think I love that eye look more than I love this eye look. But he paired it with like the purple highlighter. I feel like the purple highlighter probably would have went with like this one a little bit better. He also chose a very like neutral lip option, but with like a very dark red, like almost matches like what my lip color is now, a lip gloss. So like the color was just like kind of like a little bit off. I'm not a fan of the Milk mascara. I actually hate that mascara so much, but I chose that, put that in there. I like the L'Oreal Bambi a lot better than I liked that. My brows are looking good. I think that brow pencil is a really good color, especially for me. It's not too deep. It's really nice, really creamy. Overall, I think like my skin looks really nice and really healthy, even with all the powders and everything on top. I think it just looks really nice, really healthy. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you think maybe like the blue was a good option to go with this purple? Would you have went with the green? Would you have went with the silver? Kind of let me know your guys' thoughts on that. But overall, I think I do like this a little bit more. I think that like, honestly, if Russ had picked like this palette with the purple highlighter and like this, and then like this liquid lipstick option, and then the other gloss, I think that would have been a phenomenal look, and not choosing the Milk. You know, there's just some products that I prefer more. So overall, like, this is really beautiful. I love, like, everything feels really nice. My skin looks really nice. I'm not overly disappointed in this at all. Don't forget, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this, want to see this series continue, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Next week, I have a subscriber picking my makeup. Carissa is going to be picking my makeup. So excited for that. So make sure you guys have subscribed and click that little bell, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.